Okay, we're back. We're going into this topic dealing with the PURIM, part of war, which is the lot that the Most High has given to the children of Israel. He's promising to give us the earth, man. He gave the earth into the hands of the wicked, and now he's going to remove it out of their hand and give it to us. All right, and that's about to happen. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Esther, chapter 10. We'll start up at verse 8. This is, and the nation,
a little louder, brother.
And the nations were those, and the nations were those that were assembled to destroy the name of the Jews.
Yep, we went through that, so we know those nations. All right.
And my nation is this Israel which cried to Yahweh and were saved.
Right, so Israel cried out through who? Through Esther. She told them to pray and fast, all right, with Mordecai. All right, go ahead.
For the Lord Yahweh hath saved his people.
Yep, through fasting and through prayer and through the Lord having mercy on us, man. He delivered us out of the hand of Esau again during the times of Esther. All right, go ahead.
And the Lord Yahweh hath delivered us from all those evils.
Right, from the Medes, all the nations that wanted us to fall, man. All right, go ahead.
And Yahweh hath wrought signs and great wonders which have not been done among the Gentiles.
Keep going.
Therefore,
right, we're the ones that see all his miracles, you know. Even when Yahweh showed up on the scene, he did miracles amongst us to build our faith. He said, all the miracles you see him do, we're going to do that and greater. All right? So we saw miracles. We saw what Moses saw, the burning bush. You know?
Elijah bringing fire down from heaven.
Fire down, the birds bringing Elijah food. Those are things that miracles only they saw, you know? Seeing Yahweh Shai when he returned and said, yo, feel my hands. And then he disappeared and walked through the damn wall.
And seeing others that believed in him rise from the dead and being among the people.
And they walked for, what, 40 days, 40 nights or some shit. So they was alive for some years after that. And they just kept living, they lived out the rest of their life and died off. Brought them back to life and lived out the rest of their life like Lazarus did.
Continuing. Therefore, he had made two lots, one for the people of Yahweh.
See, the Most High made the lot in heaven now. Not us casting the lot. The Most High cast the lot in heaven. Go ahead, he made two lots. Right? And what that means is fate. He set up two fates or destinies for these nations. All right, go ahead.
And another for all the Gentiles.
Right, one for us and one for all the Gentiles. You see that? So he put us on one side and all the Gentiles, all the heathen on the other side. He said what? All such that are outside the temple are what? Dogs. Right? He said don't measure outside of the temple. Measure the temple. Measure the children of Israel.
And these two lots came at the hour and time and day of judgment before Yahweh among all nations.
Right. Right, go ahead.
So Yahweh remembered his people and justified his inheritance.
Right. Before that judgment from HAMAN that they was about to bring on our people, they was about to kill us and shit, Esther went and prayed, and Mordecai, which was a gardener, you know, he did his acts to get Esther to go in there and speak. He kept her on point. He kept getting on her. All right? And by them going up and dealing with King Ahasuerus, which was really Artaxerxes, which was really Xerxes, the Lord was moving the heart of that king. He even made him move to show love and give, what's her name? Esther a hug and held her. And that was the Most High moving, putting that, she felt the Most High spirit because he held her, he cared for her. You see that? And he also moved, he used the king to administer a lot for us, man, which was going to be set in time forever. All right? And now we're moving towards that lot now, but that inheritance.
This is Proverbs 21:1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord as the rivers of water. Right. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
Right, man. So he steers the course. You know, he know how to put things in place that'll change the course of that channel.
Direct the flow of the current.
Right, through what we call earth or this matrix. The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, giveth it to whomsoever he will. So he not to put things in the way to make you go right and make you go left. He changed the course of the water. Go ahead, brother.
Last verse.
Yep, so he controlled Xerxes' heart, his mind. Go ahead, brother.
Therefore those days shall be unto them in the month Adar, the 14th, and in the month, Salaki, I'm going to read it again. Therefore those days shall be unto them in the month Adar, the 14th and 15th day of the same month,
Right.
with an assembly and joy, and with gladness before Yahweh, according to the generations, forever among his people.
So after this lesson, man, you know, if you hear this lesson, you should go home, or you should when you rest, you should rest in a joyous spirit. That's what this is supposed to do. This is supposed to bring joy to you. All right. This lesson is supposed to bring joy to you, not fear, not depression. It's supposed to bring joy and excitement, because this is proof that our Father existed in history, and that He's gonna give us the lot, the kingdom. He got a lot for us. You got your own plot of land. You got your own place in the Lord's heart. You got your own place in the kingdom, man. We don't have shit out here. You know, you stay in somebody's apartment, you get an apartment, somebody stayed there before you. And when you leave, somebody gonna be there after you. You get a house, the same thing. If you get a house, they own the mortgages. You get what I'm saying? So the Lord said He got a place for you, your spirit, man. He even got a body for us. He even got planets for us, man. He got a ranking for you. He got a life for you.
Quick interjection. This is St. John chapter 16, verse 20. Verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice. And ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy.
Right, man. So we all feeling sorrow. You know, and sorrow is like a walking patience, walking meditation, right? And so that you don't fall to the left or the right. What did he say again? The sorrow, just feel like this sorrow shall be turned into joy. You know, and that's where you get the temple, the New Jerusalem, refreshed Jerusalem.
So how can you understand joy if you haven't seen the sorrow?
That's right, man. If you haven't seen pain, if we haven't walked through this, what do you say? The things that the Lord has for them that love Him cannot compare to the things we have. What you got?
Quick precept.
Go ahead, go ahead.
It's Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, Yahweh, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
That's right,
Even
man.
from the days of your fathers ye are gone away from my ordinances.
That's right.
And have not kept them. Return unto me, and I'll return unto you.
That's right.
Saith the Lord of hosts.
You can speak on it too, brother.
Okay, just coming out of the world, all right, you know, returning back to the Heavenly Father, okay, He'll return those same things back to you, man, those promises, man. You'll reap those promises that was promised unto you, all right?
That's right, man. And what did he say? If you walked away from your children or anybody that was wicked, that was against this truth, you have a woman, anybody. If you got a woman that's with you, you'd be a fool to walk away from her. If you got children that believe, you'd be a fool to walk away from them. The thing is that they're against this truth, and your family's against this truth, your parents, anybody. If you give up all that, the Lord said He's going to give you more, double in the kingdom. If you got multiple wives in this society and they believe, He's going to give you even more than that in the kingdom. And you ain't got to walk away from it. Because He said you have it in this life and the next life.
So you never lose anything.
Right. You just gain it.
Just gain it.
Going from glory unto glory. That's what this is, man. Every day you wake up, the Father is real, man. God is real. He's out.
That's like I say in Philippians. The more I increase, the less. Basically, Yahweh can increase in Him. You know what I'm saying? So the more you decrease in the world, the more Yahweh Bashem Yahweh can add into you.
Right, man. To make it Exodus 26. Good point, bro.
Exodus 20 and 26.
20 and 6. Yep, and 1 Corinthians 2 and 9.
I get Exodus
20 and 6. 1 Corinthians 2 and 9.
Alright, this is Exodus chapter 20, verse 6. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
Right, man. So the Lord is showing mercy unto ones that keep His commandments and that love Him, man. All right, we love the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, so we're being put in order under His order. All right, being put in conjunction with the order that's happening today. Next scripture, please.
1 Corinthians.
Yeah, go ahead.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. But as it is written, eye hath not seen,
no eyes have seen. Go ahead.
nor ear heard,
Mhm.
neither have entered into the heart of man,
Right.
the things which Yahweh hath prepared for them that love him.
Right. It has not entered into the heart of man. It has entered into the hearts of the prophets, though, because the scriptures say we have the mind of Yahushua, and his mysteries have been revealed to the prophets. And the kingdom is a mystery. So he said, what? We prophesy in part and we know in part. And and we see through a foggy glass right now, but when Yahushua shows up, we're going to see clearly.
Mm-hmm.
And when we see him, we shall be as he is.
As he is.
You know? All right. Where we at?
We finished. Did we finish Esther 10?
We did?
Yeah, we're supposed to go to 7.
Okay, let's go to
Esther 7 in the Old Testament.
yeah, let's go to Esther 1.
Esther 1. Sloppy.
You cool. Let's go to Esther 1 just to get the grip on the point.
Alright. Start from 1.
Yeah.
Alright, this is the book of Ezra, chapter 1, and we'll start at verse 1. Now in the first year of the king, now in the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, that the word of the Lord by the mouth of Jeremiah.
Oh, you're talking about Esther.
Esther. Oh, Esther? Oh,
Esther 1. Now you cool.
Bring it up.
This is Esther chapter 1.
He wanted to bring it to him.
Verse 1. It says, Now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus, this is Ahasuerus which reigned from India, even unto Ethiopia, over 120 provinces, that in those days when the king Ahasuerus sat on the throne of his kingdom,
Right.
which was in Shushan, the palace.
Right. Who was that? That's talking about Xerxes the first. All right. And he had 127 provinces, and they were all trying to get at us and destroy us. All right. But the Lord set it up to where we were given our own sovereignty in the midst of that. All right, go ahead.
In the third year of his reign.
In the third year of his reign, he started ruling in 486 BC. So 3 years later would be what? 483. All right. So that happened in 483 BC, right here. Go ahead.
In the third year of his reign, he made a feast unto all his princes.
It says that in the lexicon too.
It does? Come on. What is that?
This is the lexicon H325. It says the title of the king of Persia, probably Xerxes.
There you go. There you go. All right.
In the third year of his reign, he made a feast unto all his princes and his servants. The power of Persia and Media, the nobles and princes of the provinces before him.
Right, so that's who? Xerxes. He was over that. Persia and the Medes. Go ahead.
When he showed, verse 4, when he showed the riches of his glorious kingdom and the honor of his excellent majesty many days, even in 180 days.
Right, that's 4.5 months, 4.5 months. All right, go ahead.
When these days were expired, the king made a feast unto all the people.
So this is still within that year of 483, but it's 4.5 months later. All right, go ahead.
That were present in Shushan the palace.
Right, moving up to the 9th month or the 12th month. Go ahead, brother.
But unto great and small 7 days in the court of the garden of the king's palace.
All right. Now let's jump over to verse 3. Chapter 3, brother.
I got it. 31.
I got you on one. Look.
Alright, this is Esther 3 and 1. After these things did King Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Amadatha,
Yep.
the
Agagite. Right, he was the Edomite. All right, go ahead.
And advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him.
So all the provinces, this dude, this heathen, this Persian, Xerxes had set up Haman over all of that. Alright? Yeah, he set up Haman. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, and all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed and reverenced Haman, for the king had so commanded concerning him, but Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence.
Right, and what did he say? What did he say? I reserved for me 7,000 men. Somebody get that?
Romans?
I have not bowed their knee to the Baal. I think it's in Zephaniah.
I got this is Romans chapter 11, verse 3. It says, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and digged down the altars, and I am left alone, they that seek my life. But what saith the answer of Yahweh unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed their knee to the image of Baal.
Right, and that's the day. You know, the elect are not going to bow to the image of Baal, but to the devil, which is the system, or their idols, or Esau in general. You're not going to bow down to these damn people, or bow down to anybody besides Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Alright? And, right? Read that again. It says, okay, yeah, in the chip. You know, it says these are the ones that had what? That had overcame and put off the mortal clothing. And have overcome and did not accept the mark of the beast. And these are the ones that are not defiled with the philosophies of women, falling for the philosophies of Esau, bowing down to their lives, being subjection to them.
Okay, go on.
So, go ahead, brother.
Back to Esther?
Yeah.
Alright, this is Esther 3:3. It says, then the king's servants which were in the king's gate, said unto Mordecai, why transgressest thou the king's commandment? Now it came to pass, when they spake daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them, that they told Haman to see whether Mordecai, his matters would stand, for he had told them that he was a Jew.
Right, so that's what we saying today. It said one person shall ascribe to that he's an Israelite and shall take on the name of Israel. And that's what we're doing today. An exceeding great army standing upon our feet in the face of our enemy, man, causing them to flight, according to Revelation 11, putting them in fear. Right? And we saying we Israelites, we are the sons of the Most High. Alright?
Alright, and when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then was Haman full of wrath, and he thought to scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone.
Right, that's the spirit. Look at Trump. We see everybody bowing down to him. Look how much hell he putting on everybody now. He's like, you don't want to bow down to me? All right, then I'm cutting off your food stamps. I'm going to put pressure, I'm going to afflict you. And now that they're doing that, that's why the Lord about to end this shit, man. Just look for that dial plunge soon. Go ahead.
It says, Esther 3:6, it says, and he thought to scorn and to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had showed him the people of Mordecai. Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus, even the people of Mordecai.
So he wanted to kill all the Israelites that were living in them lands, man. So he wanted to kill all the Benjamites as well. Alright, just because he wouldn't bow down. Just because one man wouldn't bow down to Esau, demonic ass damn dog, to where Job said he wouldn't disdain the dogs that sit among you. But you gonna have to bow down to you. When we in the kingdom, we ain't even gonna make our dogs bow down to you.
Fight the shit out you.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut my dog out, he try to bow down. I'm like, you better get your ass over. Stand up on 2 feet. What's wrong with you?
You get dead in there.
You're too close to the ground.
You're too close to the ground, man. Alright, good, brother.
In the first month, that is the month Nisan.
Right, that's what the heathens called the first month. Right,
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, that's what the heathens called the first month. Our first month is Abib, Abibah. Right?
I'm going to cross that out.
Right.
Alright. It says, in the 12th year of King Ahasuerus, they cast Pur
Right.
that Slakia.
No, I'm gonna let you finish, like it, brother.
Alright. In the first month, that is the month of Abib, in the 12th year of the king Ahasuerus, they cast Pur, that is the lot before Haman, from day to day, and from month to month, to the 12th month, that is the month Adar.
Keep going.
And Haman said unto the king Ahasuerus, this is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people. And all the, what is that?
Provinces.
Huh?
Provinces, yes.
Alright, and all the provinces of thy kingdom and their laws are diverse from all the people. Neither can
Holy.
There you go. That's the point. Yeah. Even today, we separate from all the people, man.
Oh shit.
And the word "pur," just so I missed that point. The word "pur" means they cast lots. Right? And we're gonna get the definition of it. It's cool. I'm gonna get it. We're good, bro.
Alright, I'm gonna get a precept.
Hell yeah.
Alright, this is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua commanded me, that ye shall do so in the land whither ye shall go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this is a great nation, is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great who have Yahweh so nigh unto them as the Lord of our power and all things that we call upon for him? Enforce, like it.
Right. That's right, man.